Councillor 25.
Right. Good morning. Look, welcome to our family and friends and guests to the 13th formation of the Waimakariri District Council. Look, just a quick run through what's going to happen today, so everyone knows what's going to happen. And so the first thing is we're going to do a blessing, and then after the blessing, it'll be responded to by our waiata group that's just in the corner there. And you're welcome to sing along. The song will be on the screen there, and so please feel free to sing along with us. After that, we'll start the formal part of the meeting, and I will take the oath from Mayor Dan, who's elected at the moment, but once that's Mayor Dan's taken the oath, it passes over to Dan to take the rest of the oaths, and then we go into the formal council meeting in terms of the reports. After that, there'll be a little photo session, and you're quite welcome to come next door in the Rakahuri room and have morning tea and celebrate the success of our 13th council. Real honour and privilege, I think, to actually represent the community, and well be it continue. So I'm just going to introduce you to Tauraro, and Tauraro is from our local rananga, which is Ngāi Taurariri, and he will take us for a blessing. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Ino tata, let us pray. He honori karoria ki te atua e maungorongo ki te whenua. He whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Hanga e te atua he nā kauhau. Ki roto ki tēnā o mātou. Whakatonia tō wairua tau. Hei ako hoki e ngā mahi mo tēnei rā. Āmene. Tuhe ki te rangi, tuhe ki te whenua. Tuhe ki te nā kau o ngā tangata. Ko te mea nui, ko te aroha, ti hei mauri. Ngā mihi maunga te rita maunga, rakahuri ti au. Ka huri au, ki a rātou kua whetu rangatia, moi mai rā, haere atu rā. Ti hei mauri ora. E nā mana e no reo, nā karangatanga mā, e nā whānau atu rui. Ki a tātou katoa, e hini newa. E nā manuhiri. Tuataima, e nā manuhiri. E nā manuhiri. Just give me a breather, just. E nā manuhiri kua tāmai ki tuahui tēnā koutou katoa. On behalf of Mana Whenua, Ngā Tuahuriri, and Te Taumata Tapu, we would like to, a warm welcome to you all, and I would like to, on behalf of our taumata and Te Ngā Tuahuriri, congratulate Mayor Dan Gordon on winning another term in office, and to all the sitting councillors that were re-elected, and to the new councillors that are coming in, all the very best. And I'd like to ask you all if you could stand, please, and we'll sing Te Aroha. Bring that closer. Te Aroha, Te Whakatono, Te Terangi, E Tātou Tātou E. No reira e tātou huri no e tō tātou whari. E tū aki nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Thank you, Tauraro. Look, Tauraro and Ngāi Taurariri are really a real partnership with our council, and we always welcome them to our council to make the opening and speeches and blessing of this council. We are going to try and work together a lot closer over the term that's coming, and we welcome that. Look, I'm going to pass you to Grant for our Waiata group, just to go through a song which was donated to us by Ruahine Crofts in 2008, who actually wrote the song and gifted it to the council. So Grant, can you just take us through that song, and it should be on the board, is it? We didn't make that. Okay.
Not quite get there.
Okay, we'll have to mime it if you don't know Thank you very much. It's really good. Our Waiata group is very special to us. It will attend a lot of events, very special ones like this, and one that actually we look forward to is the citizenship ceremonies which they attend. So thank you very much for the efforts and so forth. Next on the agenda, and I should actually mention the flowers that are put here at no ratepayers' cost, was actually done by one of our staff members in the governance area, Marianne Whittimore, and she's actually got the flowers out of her own garden, put them all together, and they look fabulous. Look, everyone can be seated now. Thanks very much. Now I've got through that without my glasses and try to memorise something that you should never try and do at these formal functions. To welcome everyone once again to the opening of the Waimakariri District Council. So I sit in the chair just for the reading of the oath, which Mayor Dan Goulden will do. And once that's done, we will then move around to the councils, which Mayor Gordon will take the oaths of each of the elected members. And congratulations on this new term. Great effort, thank you very much. I think we've got an excellent council myself, and may well we work together and make everything work for the district. Opening the 13th council, can I take any apologies that are there? I don't think we have any. Can I have a mover and a seconder? So moved by Councillor Ward, seconded by Councillor Mealings. And the next thing on the agenda there, next item is the mayoral declaration. And I'll take that from Mayor Gordon now, and then welcome to pass the chair across.
Thank you, Jeff. I, Daniel Bruce Gordon, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as Mayor of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act of 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025. Thank you.
Well, that's my job done. And now it's on to Mayor Gordon to take the rest of the meeting.
Thank you, Jeff. Ina iwi, ina mana, ina leo, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Can I firstly start by thanking and acknowledging Te Harawa and also welcome Tawhai for your very special welcome. The relationship with Ngāi Tuhuriri is very important to this district and to me as Mayor, and we look forward to furthering our special relationship. So thank you for being here with us today. It means a lot. I'd also like to acknowledge the Council's Waiata group and, as the Chief Executive mentioned before, our Council song, which was gifted to us by Henny Crofts, and I remember being present when it was first gifted to us, and how special it is. So thank you for the way in which you sung that special song for us today, but also I'd also like to acknowledge you for the work that you all do, and especially in your own time as you come along and be part of our citizenship ceremonies, and how special that is to all our proceedings. So thank you, team, very much for your time today. It's a really special day, and I'd like to especially acknowledge our families and friends for being with us. To my own family, my father would have liked to have been here, but owing to him being unwell this morning is unable. But I'd like to thank all my family, and my father Bruce, my partner Sarah, and our Willow. She's there. Hello. And to Sarah's parents, who are also here, both Kevin and Nolene, my sisters, my auntie Lucy, where are you, Auntie Lucy? My niece Izzy, and my nephew, who's wearing the finest uniform known out there, the St. Bede's uniform, just in case you're wondering. Sorry, Bailey. But it's really great to have you here with us all. Can I also acknowledge members of my campaign team who worked hard for me during the election? Thank you for being here today. It's really special to have all our family with us, and those who are particularly important to us. And I'd like to also acknowledge Jim and Mary Gerard, who are close personal friends and mentors, and like another family to me. So it's always great to have you here. I'd also like to just pay a moment for those who are no longer with us, who I know will be proud of all of us today. So just to acknowledge them. And I know that they would be proud of all of us and what we have achieved. In my 30 years around public life, the campaign, I have to say, was one of the most challenging I have been through. But we all got through it, and we're here today. It's now time to rise above the campaign and the topics that were raised through that time, and to change the narrative to serve, and this is what we're all here to do, to serve in the best interests of all of Waimakariri, as the oath that I have just sworn and that you're about to undertake states. I'd especially like to acknowledge our Chief Executive, Jeff Millward, who does an outstanding job for this district and our incredible staff and all that they do for our organisation. As I come into my third term as Mayor and my 8th term as an elected member, I commit to working hard each and every single day for our community, as I have done and as I will continue to do, to be open and accessible to anyone that would like to see me or the council. That's what I pledge to continue to do. I also commit to working hard with all my colleagues here at this table to work for the consensus at all time and to try and strive for that and to work in the best interests for our community, because that's, after all, what we have been elected to do, to put aside all personal interests, to put aside the elections that we've just been through in our respective wards, and we swear an oath to serve in the best interests of Waimakariri. So that's the spirit in which we will enter today. I also look forward to building with our new colleagues great relationships, also friendships around our table, because we'll work really long hours together, and the social times is also important as we strive to work in our community's best interests. I really would like to acknowledge our government's team and the work that they've gone into in setting up today. I love the flex that goes around the room, and as was explained to me by Sarah from our governance team yesterday, it's been placed in a chain, and that chain, and the meaning it is one that displays the signal of unity and strength. And I think that's lovely. And the flowers, as Jeff has acknowledged, from Marianne from our team, this looks beautiful. So just remember that as we're sitting here, what that means, because I think that's important. And let this be our guide as we commence this new term as a council team. Ngā mihi nui, kia koutou katoa. Thank you. Right, we'll get into it. So now come to the councillor's declaration, and I go around alphabetically. First, you, Tim. I think, are you going to click these up as we go on? Just good to go around.
Hello everybody. I, Timothy John Bartle, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimak Council the powers, authorities, duties vested in or imposed upon me as member of the Waimak District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act of 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act of 1987, and any other act.
Congratulations, Councillor Bartle.
Thank you, well done.
I, Brent Allen Cairns, declare that I faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act on this day, Rangiora, the 29th of October 2025.
Congratulations, Councillor Cairns. Thank you. Okay, we'll go together, huh?
I, Wendy Doody, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skills and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri district the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002 and the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act, dated at Rangiora, the 29th of October 2025.
So, we need you to sign it, huh?
Yeah.
Sign your life away.
Okay, will do.
Congratulations, Councillor Beatty.
I, Timothy James Fulton, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025.
Who are we swearing in here, Jason?
I was thinking of changing the names of Hoka to David.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I, Jason Daniel Goldsworthy, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri districts the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025. I can sign my life away with kids.
Okay. Congratulations.
I, Bruce Derek McLaren, declare I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025.
Congratulations, Councillor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for working
Alderman.
Sign now. You, Mr. Chairman.
I, Veronica Mealings, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities, and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. To the Inaugural, on this 29th day.
So this one here, so I don't forget it.
I, Shona Ann Powell, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025.
Congratulations. When you're ready.
I, Philip Ivan Redmond, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025.
Be the most signature I've seen. Yeah. Congratulations.
Excuse me. I, Joan Alice Ward, excuse me, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Waimakariri District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as member of the Waimakariri District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Rangiora this 29th day of October 2025.
Excuse me. All right, the next, congratulations colleagues, and all official now, so you're all councillors and no longer the select stuff, so that's great. So we now move on to item 4, which is conflicts of interest. Just for members of our public that are here, we've just got just a few business items to deal with, which establishes committees, chairs, the Deputy Mayor, and our meetings. So we'll just work through that. Hopefully it won't take too long, and then, as was mentioned, we'd like to invite you to join us for morning tea if you're able. So firstly, have I any conflicts of interest to be reported for the minutes? No. We now come to item 5, which is reports. 5.1, the Local Government Act first meeting following the triennial general election requirements. I'll now hand over to our Chief Executive, Mr. Milner.
Thanks, Ian Jordan. This report basically confirms what you just said in your oath. It also has a number of other acts which you should be abiding to, and a number of you would have done this through your induction with the governance team. I'm happy to take it as read. Any questions?
Thank you. Any questions of colleagues? Will someone to move? Councillor Goldsworthy seconded. Councillor Doody, do you wish to speak, either of you? Any further speakers? I'll put the recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary? Declare that carried. Now, item 5.2, the elected members' code of conduct and standing orders, probably the most important thing that we do. Hand over to you now, Sarah, our governance manager.
It's another set of rules and regulations of which we abide by, and I will take the report as read.
Thank you. Are there any questions of Sarah? Someone prepared to move? Councillor Redmond, seconded. Councillor Cairns. Any discussion? Would you like, either of you like to speak? Any further discussion? I'll put the recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary? Declare that carried. We come to item 5.3, which is a report in my name, which is the appointment of Deputy Mayor. As I've discussed with you all, the purpose of this appointment is to be a shared role across the term through 2 separate appointments, and both to serve an 18-month term. The first in B is with Councillor Redmond from this October through to the 30th of April 2027, sorry, we can't go backwards. And the next is for Councillor Nikki Mealings to serve as Deputy Mayor from the 1st of May 2027 to the 14th of October through the end of the term. I thought long and hard about this appointment, and the thing is, when you have such amazing colleagues and pool in which to appoint from, it was a very difficult job. But when I narrowed it down after all our conversations, it came down to I had 2 clear choices, and in the end I decided, rather than picking one, when you have the ability to pick 2, why not? And I understand we are the first council in the country to do so. That's fine. I'm happy to set the precedent, and we're happy to set the precedent, subject to council agreeing to that. We've had precedent in our district, and I think it's worked very well with the co-chairs of, or the chairing of the Oxford Hoka Board, where they've shared that term. And then if we look at government, the role of Deputy Prime Minister has also been shared. And just for me, in the support that I would like to see, I think the way I've indicated this to me shows what I'm indicating here is the backup and support that I think we all need this term. So that's how I've landed at that, and it was after very careful reflection. It wasn't something I landed on immediately, and I'd just like to acknowledge all our colleagues as we've had those discussions and the spirit in which we've had those. So my understanding from both Councillor Redmond and Councillor Mealings that they're very supportive of my recommendation, and so with that, I am happy to take any questions, if there are any. No questions? So then come to the moving of the recommendation. Someone prepared to move? Moved Councillor Bartle, seconded Councillor McLaren. Would either of you like to speak? Any further speakers? I'll put the recommendation then. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary? Declare that carried. So congratulations to our new Deputy Mayor, Councillor Redmond. And in the future, Councillor Mealings. And I'd like to acknowledge in the room we have the former Deputy Mayor, Neville, and if you want to know how to do the job really well, talk to Neville. He was an amazing Deputy Mayor, and I do miss our daily chats on various things, so both of you be prepared for regular conversations. Okay. Item 5.4 is the ward appointments to the Rangiora Ashley, Oxford Ahoka, Woody and Sefton and Kaiapoi Tuahiwi community boards. Mr Millwood.
Thank you. This report, as it is, formalises the appointments of our ward councillors to community boards. Happy to take questions.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, is someone prepared to move? Moved Councillor Doody, seconded Councillor McLaren. Do either of you wish to speak? Any further speakers? I'll put the recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary, declare that carried. We now come to item 5.5, which is committee structures and appointments. Just to say in that there was, as we've gone through that, it was trying to balance out the various requests that colleagues had. As Jeff and I really want to acknowledge Jeff particularly for his assistance in working out who goes and where and how we balance that out. Often, as we've been trying to do this, it's balancing out the portfolio responsibilities to make sure that you were serving in a standing committee as well. Each of you will have the chance to chair. That's been the practice of this council, and I think it's worked very well. And that you get a chance to chair one of those standing committees. And the newer members just tried to ensure that you had a little bit of chance to breathe before you were put in to be chair, and I know that you'll get all the relevant training and support that you need over this period. There was just one other that we, just in one of the appointments of committees was, and it has been resolved since, was to appoint Councillor Doody also to the Audit and Risk. So thank you for noting that little omission. It was just to see if you were reading the agenda, and you did. So you get a special prize later.
Thank you.
And I think as well on the, wasn't it Councillor Redmond here on the hearings, sorry, on the DLC? Is it on this report?
Number Y.
Number Y.
Actually, that's Deputy Chair.
And just to add in the words under Y, Neville Atkinson is Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner and Chairperson, and then reappoint Councillors Philip Redmond, or we should put Councillors Philip Redmond, Deputy Chair, in there, and Mr Jim Gerard as Commissioner. Is that correct? The change you would suggest with those two changes that I've indicated. Is someone, any questions? Someone prepared to move? Moved to Councillor Redmond, seconded by Councillor Bartle. Would you, either of you like to speak? Any further speakers? I'll put that. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary? Declare that carried. We're moving through this quickly. This is a sign of the council. It's going to be very efficient, Sarah, so very good. And Courtney, won't it? Yeah. Okay, so we now come to the appointment of portfolio holders, and again, this is a report in my name. We very carefully went through and just listened to colleagues' individual requests that they had, and tried very hard to make sure that everyone got at least one of what they were wanting. Sometimes 10 don't go into one, but we've tried to balance that out. We've established two new portfolios, so Councillor Barshall will be the holder of those. One is procurement efficiencies and savings, and the other is in Kaipoi effectively in the Kaipoi regeneration space. And there's some big workloads here, colleagues, over this term in these responsibilities, and especially Councillor Fulton in the role of drainage, stock water and three waters, as we've discussed. It's a big area and really need a good lead here to get these things over the line, as will we all in all the various responsibilities you have. So we've found that the portfolio system works really well where every colleague has a responsibility, and I think that's something that marks us a little different from a lot of councils, and is that ability to take a lead in an area, to work closely with staff, as you will do, with respective appointments, and then be the champion of that particular area. So I wish colleagues you all the best with that in the coming period, the coming term, and we will work out the respective respective priorities as we discuss those together over the next 3 years. Any questions? So with that, is someone prepared to move the report recommendations? Councillor Mealing, seconded Councillor Ward. Would either of you like to speak? Any further speakers? I'll put the recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary, declare that carried. Now we come to council meeting schedules for November, December. Sarah.
Yes, this report sets out the proposed meeting schedule for our council meetings and our 4 standing committees and the District Licensing Trust. Happy to take the report as read.
Thank you. Is there any questions of Sarah? Someone prepared to move the Councillor McLaren, followed by Councillor Cairns. Would you either of you like to speak? Any further speakers? I'll put the recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary, declare that carried. There are a number of other appointments that will be coming to further council meetings, including drainage, advisory groups and others that just are not on today's agenda. So if you're wondering why they're not here, that is why. So we've just got the main parts of the council all set up, so staff can get on and get the arrangements underway. All right. With that, I have no questions under standing orders. I have no urgent general business. We then come to just advising that our next council meeting will be Tuesday the 4th of November, commencing at 9 o'clock here at our Rangiora Service Centre. With that, I can declare our first inaugural